Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're launching a bit of an investigation, but not into some crime scene. No, we're looking into your own body's chemistry. We're on the hunt for those hidden clues that could finally solve some of your most persistent health mysteries. Does this sound familiar? That feeling that you're doing everything right, but something is still, well, it's just off. You're wrestling with all these issues that seem to have no clear cause and, let's be honest, no obvious solution. It could be those allergies that flare up without any warning, or that persistent brain fog that just seems to cloud your entire day. Or maybe it's those unexplained mood swings or gut problems that never really fully go away. Separately, they're frustrating, but when you put them all together, it can feel like you're trying to solve an impossible mystery. But what if? What if there's a surprising connection that links all of these seemingly unrelated problems? It is time to uncover the hidden triggers that might be at the very root of it all. Okay, so here's the key insight, and this is a big one. Your body might not just be reacting to individual foods you suspect, it could be reacting to entire families of foods. And understanding these hidden connections, that is often the missing piece of the puzzle. For example, you might already know you're allergic to grasses, right? But did you ever stop to think that your morning oatmeal or your sandwich at lunch could be triggering a similar reaction? That's because oats and wheat are in the same botanical family. Or how about this one? A sensitivity to animal dander. Could that actually be linked to how you feel after eating meat? It's a real possibility. And this web of triggers, it can be even broader. For some people, especially those with really sensitive nerves, the issue isn't even a food family, but common additives or even just acidic foods. And look, if you're juggling a whole host of different problems, that's a pretty strong sign there could be several different culprits in your diet, all at play at the same time. So how on earth can your breakfast actually affect your brain? Well, the answer lies with something called the vagus nerve. I want you to think of it like a biological superhighway, an information network that's constantly carrying messages between your gut, your brain, and your heart. And what this means is that what you eat doesn't just stay in your stomach. It sends out signals that impact your entire system. This is the fundamental principle here. From your gut to your brain, from your energy to your mood, it really is all connected. A food trigger isn't just a stomach issue. It's a system-wide event. And that's exactly why it can show up in so many different and sometimes surprising ways. So, now that we've kind of framed the problem, let's turn to the solution. This is where we make the shift from feeling frustrated to feeling empowered. It's time to become the lead investigator and the #1 expert on your own body. Now, the primary tool for this whole investigation is something called an elimination diet. And I want you to just forget any negative ideas you might have about that term. This is not about restriction for restriction's sake. Instead, think of this as a powerful scientific instrument, a tool for observation. You are simply gathering data. The process itself is actually simpler than it sounds. You start by just removing a few potential triggers. Then, here's the most important part. You just observe. You pay attention. How do you feel? What's changing? This isn't about following rigid rules. It's about carefully listening to your body to finally find what works for you. And this really is the heart of the matter. Your body contains thousands of chemicals, and so does your food. This whole process is a journey of self-discovery. To understand your unique chemistry, there's no one-size-fits-all answer here, only the one that brings your specific system into balance. This investigation, it's not just about removing the negative stuff. It's about moving towards a positive goal. It's a path to a real transformation in how you feel every single day. So, what exactly are we aiming for here? This right here, this is the transformation we're talking about. Moving away from that state of frustration, the brain fog, the mood swings, and moving toward the goal. And notice the words describing that goal: steady, tempered, energized. This isn't about some fleeting high. It's about achieving a stable, calm, and vibrant sense of well-being. This is the ultimate prize. This is the very definition of success. True health isn't just the absence of problems. It is the presence of a balanced, resilient energy. It's that feeling of being clear, calm, and just ready for whatever your day holds. So we'll end with this thought. Your body is constantly communicating with you through all the symptoms we've discussed. That mystery isn't meant to be frustrating, it's actually an invitation to listen more closely. The question is, are you ready to start decoding the messages?